Welcome back everyone to part 3 of this series. Part 1 and 2 are also on the channel, and part 4 will be as well for today's Saturday paper. I've actually just done this part and then realized that I pressed the wrong button to start recording, so none of it got done. So let me walk through these. 20 or 17 down rather. Opposed to money after losing European metalloid. So we've got an A in place, and commonly opposed to is anti. And then European can be abbreviated to E. And if we take that E out of money, because money's losing that letter, we get antimony or antimony. I'm not sure how you say that. And I wasn't sure if that was correct because I'm not quite sure I've seen that word. But I confirmed it with the others, and it turns out to be correct. So devour massive sea serpent tails is the tail letters of these three words for E, A, and T. So a very straightforward one. And oh, doesn't matter. 22 down, code of conduct for treating itches. So what I was laughing at was I previously accidentally mistyped that as an R and was confused by this clue because it looked for all the world like an anagram of itches, and it is as ethics for code of conduct. 26, tedious human lost an ear part. Now, this was called out on Twitter today as being a genius clue. In light of recent events, but LR acknowledged that he actually created this clue some months before the event. So it's just a fluke, but tedious, I surmised, would be humdrum. Human without the an is hum, and an ear part is a drum. So then 29, presidential hopeful Frank Oates stripped. Initially I thought, we're stripping Frank and Oates to give Ran an 8. But of course, then I looked down and realized I had this C and N. Presidential hopeful would be a candidate. And Frank is standing in for the word candid. And then we're stripping the word Oates for ATE. 27 down, check rule say. So this is rain, as in to rein something in is to check its progress, etc. Say is a homophone indicator, which means that we take a word for rule, which is reign with a G in it, R-E-I-G-N, and imagine saying it out loud and someone misunderstanding us as actually saying this word, and that's our final answer. Then I debated doing 23 across, but I thought I'll leave that to the final section. So 24 was my last one, and I got caught on this for a bit. Pacific Islander aired essay gripe, and after wondering about abbreviations of Pacific Islander, I figured this was a homophone indicator but couldn't see how. Then realized, well, SA could be SA, so maybe that's at the start, and that got me to Samoan. And it was at this point that I realized I wasn't recording, but I was about to say that it's a curious clue, this, because I've often wondered whether this is legitimate to do. I don't know how often I've seen this, where the homophone in question, aired essay, is telling us to put the letters S and A in the clue. But normally I would take homophone indicators to mean that you take a homophone of this and when you put it in the clue, it will sound that way. So this would have to sound like SA Moan. So yeah, curious what people think about that. I mean, I think fair enough. But I've been writing clues before and wondered whether I could do that, and I'm not sure that I've seen it very often. So that's a minor technicality. But there's part 3. Part 4 will be probably linked to this, but certainly on my channel. So I'll see you there.